Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about burnout on social media as an artist. Hi, I'm Dragana. I am a lead animator at Steamroller Animation. Been in the industry 10 years, made my own short film that's coming out early next year. And now I'm teaching animators how to stand out on social media, optimize their animation for vertical feed, and make the audience fall in love with their characters. So if you're an artist, animator, illustrator, and you've been on social media for a while, but you're noticing that it's becoming really draining and that you're slowly falling into a burnout stage, I completely understand how you might feel and at what place you are. That's exactly what happened to me while I was marketing my own short film. I was optimizing for virality and I was producing short format videos twice or sometimes three times a month. And that was very energy and resource consuming, since for each video, it took me about 2 days to produce it. One day was for writing the script and the second day was for shooting some B-roll footages and then editing, finding the music, subtitles, and all that jazz. So usually 2 or 3 days it took me to produce one video. And at the time when I just started, I was just in the seventh heaven. I was insanely obsessed about everything, storytelling wise, social media wise, virality wise. So I was like a madman into that whole thing. It's kind of like when you're almost like I was possessed by some spirit. It was stronger and higher than me, that force that was driving me. But of course, nothing in nature can be sustained on that high frequency for so long. And after, I don't know how long it took me, maybe 6 months or so, when I felt burnout. Of course, I had a full-time job, and of course, I was still animating on the side on my short film. Plus, I was doing these short format videos to market my film. So I was at a serious burnout, and I started thinking, this is not for me. Social media is not for me. I need to either hire someone, or it's not possible for one artist to be an artist and to handle their social media. Seems like two jobs, two completely different jobs. I can't at the same time develop my artistic skills or my animation skills and at the same time be a content creator. Like, I'm not Superman or Superwoman. But then one morning I realized something. And that change came from how I was reading my books. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I sometimes share my books that I usually read or buy. And today, how I read books is usually 5 or 6 books at the same time. And usually they will be as polar opposite topics as possible. So usually I will read one book on religion, the other book will be about health, third book will be about social media strategies, fourth book will be about some psychology, and so on. So all these different topics that interest me, but not every single topic is 100% interesting to me in long periods of time. So I have these phases when for 1 week, I might be super highly interested in one topic, and then the other week, I'll be interested in another topic. Almost like talking with friends. That's how I see books now. When talking with friends, in terms of, I don't want to talk with one single friend all the time, every day, 24 hours, 7. I need some break from him or her, and I want to see other friends as well. But that's not how I used to read. When I was a teenager or in high school, I used to think that I need to read this book that I just started all the way till the end. And I remember reading David Copperfield book from Charles Dickens as a teenager, and I hated that book because I didn't want to read it till the end. Up until, I don't know, 100th page, I was already tired of that story. I wanted something else. I didn't think that I really hated reading it till the end. And the result was that I was tired of it. I wanted to read something else. So I needed a break from that book. But I used to think, no, I need to be consistent. I need to force this. I need to I don't know, somehow I thought that I need to struggle in order to read. Doesn't make sense. But the result of that mindset was that I started hating to read, and I stopped reading for a really, really, really long time. And I only started reading again this year. And I completely changed the way I'm reading. And that's why I'm allowing myself to now read 5 books at a time. So instead of finishing one book in a week or 2 weeks, I might finish that book in 2 months, but I will also finish 4 other books. So, and it gives me so much pleasure. So every time I now pick up that book and I want to go back to that topic or that subject, I have so much joy. I can't wait to read that book. And it's so, I don't know, it's really the best joy I have. I kind of engineer my morning rituals to be only for reading and writing. And I have so much joy. And I wish someone had told me that when I was a teenager, that books don't need to be this source of struggle and this place of struggle. They're actually there for you. You're not there for them, they're there for you. And because of that experience, I now approach the same way to social media. Just because I was tired of one format on social media, particularly short format videos, doesn't mean that I should drop the entirety of social media, that I should abandon building my brand and kind of building a different future for myself just because I was burned out in one format video for that particular period of time of my life. No, it just means that that phase has ended for now. Doesn't mean it won't come back in the future. We don't know that. But for now, I'm like more liking these long format videos, or I'm more tuned into writing, creating carousels, picking typography and colors and carousels, something slower paced in terms of I can, for example, finish one carousel post in 3 hours versus my videos that took 2 or 3 days to produce. So I'm liking that faster pace, more casual, more where I'm not so stressed to produce every single piece of content every 2 weeks. I don't have a content calendar. I'm not so strict with myself. But social media is more like an extension of me, of my interest, and everything I want to say that I don't have the opportunity to say on my regular 9-to-5 jobs. So I see a social media as for me, not against me. So just because, and that this is a very big danger. You need to stop looking at so many content creators and advices online, because that's where all these ideas are coming from. You are thinking that you need to post once a week or twice a week or once a month, that you need to have a content calendar to be consistent, and all of that will just kill your spirit. Because yes, there needs to be some sort of structure, but that structure cannot be higher than your own personal spirit of play. I now never want to lose the spirit of play in my social media. And that's how I've been able to consistently show up for the past year and a half. I'm okay making breaks, not showing up for 2 weeks, and then completely resting, not looking at my Instagram feed and LinkedIn feed and all of that, but completely resting and not posting or publishing anything. And then I used to think that that kind of spirit will just abandon me, but that's not true. That's so not true. The spirit just needs some rest. And when I am rested, somehow I can flow in back with so much energy and so much, I don't know, so much drive and so much spirit. Then if I were to force it and struggle and so if you have been in the similar waters, hope you'll find this advice useful. And if you are aiming to kind of elevate your brand and to change or expand your brand in some way as an artist and animator online, check out my online program that's completely tailored for animators and optimizing their animations for social media or reusing their old shots into some different formats so they kind of reach the visibility of their work and expand more career opportunities. So that's it for this video. Hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.